The hidden power of salt. How this simple element can transform your life. Introduction. The magic in a grain of salt. Have you ever thought that something as simple as salt could hold the power to change your life? At first it might sound like an exaggeration, but history, science, and spiritual traditions all point to the remarkable influence of this humble mineral. Salt has been treasured for thousands of years, not just for its ability to enhance flavor in food, but for its deep-rooted significance in healing, protection, and purification. Imagine a time when salt was considered more precious than gold. Centuries ago, entire economies revolved around it. It was used as a form of currency, and wars were fought over its control. Ancient civilizations understood that salt was not just essential for survival, it was a symbol of power, purity, and preservation. From the great Egyptian pharaohs, who used salt in mummification to ensure safe passage to the afterlife, to the Roman soldiers who received their wages in salt, this mineral has been woven into the fabric of human history in fascinating ways. But salt's influence goes beyond its economic and culinary importance. Many cultures and religions have revered salt for its mystical and cleansing properties. It has been used in sacred rituals, spiritual practices, and folk traditions as a tool to ward off negative energy, promote balance, and attract prosperity. In Christianity, Jesus referred to his followers as the salt of the earth, emphasizing its spiritual significance. In Hinduism and Buddhism, salt is used in purification ceremonies to cleanse both the body and the spirit. Even in modern times, people still rely on salt-based practices to remove negative energy from their homes and lives. Beyond tradition and belief, science has also uncovered intriguing properties of salt. Did you know that salt crystals, when examined under a microscope, reveal perfect geometric symmetry? This aligns with the concept of sacred geometry, which suggests that natural patterns hold divine energy. Additionally, salt generates negative ions, the same beneficial particles found in ocean air, which have been shown to improve mood, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being. This is one of the reasons Himalayan salt lamps have gained popularity. They release negative ions, helping to neutralize the harmful effects of electronic devices and purify the surrounding air. With such a rich legacy, it's no wonder that salt continues to be an essential element in human life. But how can you harness its power today? The good news is, you don't need to be an ancient mystic or a scientist to experience the benefits of salt. Simple time-tested methods, like placing a bowl of salt in your home to absorb negative energy or using a saltwater cleanse, can create a profound shift in your environment and energy. In this journey, we will explore the hidden power of salt, its role across different cultures, and the science behind its incredible benefits. Most importantly, you'll learn how to incorporate salt into your daily life to enhance your well-being and transform your surroundings. Get ready to uncover the secrets of salt and discover how this common mineral can bring balance, protection, and positivity into your life. Let's dive into its fascinating history and explore how you can use it to create a harmonious and uplifting space for yourself and your loved ones. Salt. More precious than gold throughout history, salt has been more than just a culinary ingredient. It has been a cornerstone of civilization, a highly valued resource, and a symbol of wealth and power. There was a time when salt was so rare and treasured that it was even used as currency. The immense value placed on salt led to the development of trade routes, wars, and even economic policies that shaped entire societies. Salt as currency and trade. The word salary comes from the Latin word salarium, which refers to the payments given to Roman soldiers in the form of salt. This demonstrates just how essential salt was to ancient economies. Roman soldiers needed salt not only for preserving food, but also as an essential nutrient for their bodies. Without salt, survival was nearly impossible, and thus it became as valuable as gold in many parts of the world. Salt was also a key component in the creation of trade routes, with some of the earliest known trade paths dedicated to its transport. The salt roads, like the Via Salaria in Italy, were some of the first structured trade networks that connected civilizations. In Africa, salt was exchanged for gold in the great trading empires of Mali and Ghana, further reinforcing its economic significance. Wars and conflicts over. Salt due. To its importance, salt has been the cause of many conflicts throughout history. Wars have been fought over access to salt mines, and entire regions have risen and fallen based on their ability to control salt production. One of the most well-known conflicts centered around salt was the Salt War of 1540, fought between Pope Paul III and the city of Perugia over salt taxation. In France, the notorious gabelle, a heavy tax on salt, led to widespread unrest and contributed to the conditions leading up to the French Revolution. Salt's economic power was so immense that controlling its production and distribution meant controlling vast regions of influence. Salt and preservation. The key to civilization's growth before refrigeration, salt was the most effective way to preserve food. It allowed people to store food for long periods, reducing dependence on seasonal harvests and enabling trade across long distances. This ability to preserve food contributed to the expansion of civilizations, as it allowed armies to travel further, merchants to transport goods across continents, and populations to sustain themselves through harsh winters. In medieval Europe, salted fish and meats were essential for survival. Countries with access to vast salt deposits, such as Portugal and Spain, became powerful trading empires because they could preserve and transport food more efficiently than others. Cultural and religious symbolism of salt's significance extended beyond trade and economics into spiritual and religious practices. It has been regarded as a symbol of purity, longevity, and divine favor in numerous cultures. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in religious rituals and burial practices to ensure safe passage into the afterlife. The Bible frequently references salt as a metaphor for wisdom, faithfulness, and protection. In Japan, salt is used in Shinto purification rituals, often sprinkled at the entrance of homes and businesses to ward off evil spirits. Similarly, in many European folk traditions, salt is placed in doorways and windowsills to keep negative energy away. Salt and its lasting legacy. Even in today's modern world, salt continues to hold economic and cultural importance. While we no longer use it as currency, it remains a key component in industries such as food preservation, medicine, and even chemical manufacturing. The demand for specialty salts, such as Himalayan pink salt and Celtic sea salt, has surged in recent years as people seek natural alternatives for health and wellness. From ancient salt mines to modern dining tables, the value of salt remains undeniable. It has shaped economies, influenced wars, and played a vital role in human survival. Understanding the history of salt not only helps us appreciate its presence in our daily lives, but also offers insights into the way civilizations have evolved around this simple yet powerful mineral. As we continue our journey into the hidden power of salt, let's explore the scientific aspects of how this mineral can cleanse energy and promote well-being. The science behind salt's energy cleansing power. How salt interacts with energy. Salt has long been believed to possess natural cleansing properties that interact with the energy fields around us. In physics, salt is known to absorb moisture and trap impurities, a property that extends to absorbing negative energy in spiritual and holistic practices. Many ancient traditions regard salt as a purifier, capable of removing stagnant or harmful energies from a space. Scientifically, salt is a crystalline structure composed of sodium and chloride ions. These ions contribute to salt's ability to generate an electric charge when dissolved in water, which enhances its capacity to neutralize electromagnetic fields and cleanse the surrounding environment. This is one reason why salt water is commonly used in rituals to clear energy blockages and remove negativity. Beyond science, people have long believed that salt holds an energetic frequency that can harmonize and cleanse the spaces it occupies. Some holistic practitioners suggest that placing salt in different areas of the home can create a balanced flow of energy, much like the principles of feng shui. The power of negative ions. One of the most fascinating scientific properties of salt is its ability to produce negative ions. Negative ions are molecules that have gained an extra electron, and they are abundant in natural settings such as waterfalls, forests, and ocean air. Have you ever felt refreshed and recharged after a trip to the beach or a walk in the mountains? That's the power of negative ions at work. Research has shown that exposure to negative ions can improve mood by increasing serotonin levels, reduce stress by lowering cortisol, enhance lung function, and even boost overall energy levels. When salt is exposed to heat or moisture, it releases negative ions into the air. That's why many people swear by Himalayan salt lamps, claiming they create a more calming atmosphere. These lamps pull in water molecules from the air, and as they evaporate due to the lamp's heat, they release a steady stream of negative ions that help neutralize pollutants and ease mental fatigue. It's like bringing a piece of nature into your home. Studies have also suggested that negative ions can counteract the effects of electronic devices, which emit positive ions known to contribute to digital fatigue and mental fog. This is why many holistic wellness experts recommend keeping salt near workspaces or bedrooms where electronic devices are commonly used. Scientific studies on salt's purifying properties. The benefits of salt go beyond just feeling good. It's backed by science. Salt therapy, also known as halotherapy, has been used for centuries in Eastern Europe to promote respiratory health. Imagine stepping into a salt cave where you breathe in fine salt particles that cleanse your airways. Studies suggest that this practice can reduce lung inflammation, helping those with asthma and bronchitis breathe easier. But that's not all. Salt also has antimicrobial properties, making it effective in skincare. People with eczema or psoriasis often find relief in salt baths, as the natural minerals help soothe irritation and reduce inflammation. And let's not forget about electromagnetic radiation. Some believe placing bowls of salt near electronic devices can help absorb excess radiation, reducing digital fatigue. While more research is needed, the idea of salt acting as a natural purifier continues to intrigue scientists and wellness practitioners alike. Research has also indicated that people who live near coastal environments, where salt particles are naturally abundant, tend to experience fewer respiratory issues and improved overall health. This lends further credibility to the idea that salt is more than just a common mineral. It's an element deeply tied to human well-being.